Hi, I'm Bruce Wilson and this is Cash. I call him Cash Cab. Goes back to Secretariat on bottom, double bred and bull driller, Secretariat's sire, and Doc Bar on top. And so I've been asked kind of put a little video together of him, and he's a 4-year-old gelding. I haven't used him since my son and I went hunting and we packed an elk on him. So he's been sitting out in the field for about 4 months, and really I haven't done any groundwork, so I thought I'd do some groundwork. It's very important when he was young. Taught him how to catch him early, and he really does a lot of self-catching, so that's pretty cool. So I go out here, and even now, he's not hard to catch. Very gentle horse. I've put a lot of time, a lot of effort, but like I said, I haven't put any work into him. And so I thought I'd go out and just kind of do a heat check. I've been training some other horses, and I wanted to see how he was doing. So I do a lot of groundwork with him. Today he was limping a little bit, not quite sure why, but I still wanted to play with him and let him know he was okay. So it's good to be able to call your horse, have him come in, go ahead and put your lead rope on him and, warm him up a little bit. So I kind of played with him today to see how he was doing. I want to see if he'll still follow me, if he'll still connect, how connected he is with me. Is he listening to me? Is he watching with me? Is he stepping with me? He was awful rusty compared to where he was this summer, but it still was fun to go out and do. Here you can see he's a little bit stiff. He's watching me, but he really doesn't want to watch me too bad. But he is stepping a little bit. He is kind of paying attention. So I just continue to work with him for a while and see if I can get him loosened up. It's important to be able to back him up, tell him go back, ask him to come back forward, see if he's connected, see if he's listening, see if he's watching. You can see, his ears are forward, but he's not real paying a lot of attention, but normally he does. But for 4 months, I thought he was doing pretty good today, and for some reason he wasn't feeling well. Here I'm asking him to side pass. He says okay. I ask him to come back. Ask him to follow my steps here. He's kind of trying, but not as well as he normally does. We continue to work with him a little bit. Now we're moving to the left side, right side, excuse me, see if he still connect, backs up. Now I'm going to ask him to turn away from me, spin away. When they're not looking at you and their tail's behind, that's when you lose control of horses. But he'll spin left, he'll spin right. Now we're just going to see if he's connected. Right here you watch, he'll step. He stays right with my feet in timing. He's starting to warm back up where he used to be. He used to be right when I stepped, he stepped. And he'll get back there. But I just got to put some time in him. It's been this winter. Now let's throw the halter away. He's following me. I ask him to move back. Ask him to recenter himself. I like to keep a distance between him and I don't want him to crowd me, but I don't want him to be away from me. I want him to be right connected with me, and I love his position. Ask him to stop. Now he's following my footsteps. That's exactly what I want. He's staying right in time. I ask him to come around with me. Ask him to change directions. Let's change sides. Anytime I do something on one side, like I said, I always want to do it on the other side. Yep, step, step, step. Stay right with me. Now I'm going to ask him to move away and just keep changing directions, change movements, see where he wants to be. I thought for sitting around for 4 months doing nothing, he's done really well. Especially with a wild horse in the other pen, it's whinnying and kicking and bucking that I'm training. So he's doing pretty good. Now I'm just stepping sideways, a little bit into him. He says, yep, I'll keep my distance. I'm going to step. Now I say, come back. I stepped into you. Now step away. Just love the way he's watching me. Love the way he's connected. Let's move him away and side pass him again. Ask him to turn into me. After a side pass, yep, he'll do that. Let's ask him to come around the other direction. I thought he did really well today. just considering he wasn't feeling well, had a little bit of limp. Haven't touched him for a while since hunting, packing an elk on him. But it's good to get out. I just love to spend time with him. Tell him, now I'm turning him around. I like to send him off, send him away from me. See if I can send him, see if you can watch him. Not pushing him too hard. Now I'm going to ask him to reconnect. Got his attention, say you can come on in. He says, sure, I'll come on in. I'll come right back up to my position. Tell him thank you, reward him. Now I want to spank the ground. I want to scare him. I want to see if he's controls. So I'm going around counterclockwise. Spank the ground. See if he wants to stand still. I love to be able to do whatever I want. Jump, spook, scare, spank, and have my horse stand perfectly quiet. And he's like, I'd be glad to stand here for you. Wants a little kiss. There you go. Now I'm going to spank and walk away and ask him to come into a spank. He says, sure, I'll come with you. Even when you're spanking, I'll walk with you. Stays connected with me. Stays connected. Stop. Back up. He says, sure. Move him away. Move him away. Come on around, Cash. Change sides. Yep, perfect. I change hands, he changes hands. I back up, he backs up. Ask him to come forward. I'll tell him thanks and I'll spank the ground and I'll work and see if he'll stand still while I go clockwise. I just keep working him, keep softening him, make him connect. Now I want to give him a heart attack. Yeah, a little spooky for what he used to be, but he'll come back. But now he says, oh yeah, I remember. I'm screaming and yelling at him, waving at him. I want him to not mind. I want him to stay connected with me, even though I'm screaming and giving him a heart attack. Thought he did real well. Now I'm going to put a little energy, make a little circle pass here. I don't run too fast anymore, but I can. But I didn't want to push him, but I can still push him away. He'll stay right with me, right where I want. I thought he did great today. Thanks, Cash. Take a bow, say thank you, and one day when you get feeling better, we'll make another video. Have a good day, folks. Thanks.